when basically a guy with a flip camera is doing the same interview today. It's a high def, 720, but he's still doing a high def interview. And they're using a $10,000 mic system, whereas you can get a $350 Stenhauser directional to do the same thing. Or you can get a, what is it, the Sony is $200 to $300 for the wireless.
Yeah, it's a Bluetooth wireless.
Bluetooth wireless.
Lavalier wireless.
Lavalier wireless, but you can do that. And we've seen lavalier wirelesses. We were looking at some Wednesday for $100. Camera mounted, battery pack wireless that you can do for that. So they're basically the broadcast industry and the media moguls are acting like the Democratic Party, which they actually all are members of. Hubert Humphrey said the Democratic Party was composed of a bunch of collection of people with differing ideas that formed a circle and would shoot themselves in the foot.
Oh, that's bad.
But that's what it's being ran as. They declared something as dead because they don't know how to handle it. I can guarantee you, when cable started coming around in the late 1960s, people told me, we're drawing a line in the sand. We're not going to allow that destroy our industry because they're stealing material from us. Those people own cable today. The same people that did that were going to draw a line in the sand on internet. They all own internet companies. They couldn't figure out how to capitalize cable. They can't figure out how to capitalize internet. But they figured out how to make money off of cable, didn't they?
Yep.
And they say, well, people won't pay for the internet. Well, they don't pay for a lot of the cable either. It's free, but they still make money off of the free cable, don't they? Because they know how to go for the customers, which they don't seem to get it to their heads. Okay, it's easy. I mean, like I said, sooner or later we're going to simply give lectures to people at these dumb events about everything they do. The people that are running a business aren't actually involved in the business. They aren't, are they?
No, they're not hands-on.
They're talking heads. They're given material to read off.
Which they might as well be a newscaster. For the news networks, because a lot of them, they're just reading.
Well, it's
they're
rip
talking
and read.
heads.
Or they're reading it off of a teleprompter or a computer. Okay, you see these recessed things in the tables that they're sitting at? Those are the teleprompters telling them what exactly they're supposed to say. They're not an original thought. And all they do, Twitter, we know, 2 weeks ago went to basically sell itself for a lot of money at the media thing. And we talked about it on the Death of the Internet, some 15-year-old wrote a thing that the audience that they want doesn't use the Internet, doesn't watch TV. Well, that age group hasn't watched television since I was that age.
They forgot that.
They don't watch television. They don't do this. They don't do that. Why? They have a life.
Well, the other part I think they forgot is, was a 15-year-old from Morgan Stanley? That's what 15-year-olds do.
They don't understand that. It's just like a certain company doesn't understand that little girls are flat-chested, teenage girls all of a sudden pop out. And when they pop out, they fire them all at the studio. So, because girls shouldn't do that. That's naughty.
Little girls develop into teenage girls.
And they didn't understand that. So as soon as they developed the teenage girls, then they removed them to Neverland. The internet is not dead. Viral video, basically what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to get together and they're probably going to link up sites where they get together, I have bandwidth here, you have bandwidth there. We're going to sit there and start video swapping around to get things seen that basically the networks say that aren't going to make any money. And you're going to start making money. Because they'll know how, because in order to keep their little sites going, they're going to have to figure out how to capitalize on it. We've got a lot of things that we're doing. We're going to be doing DVDs to start selling to people. We've got a goof DVD, which is really, we have lots and lots of goofs.
Yeah, guess who's goofing?
Okay, and they said, I got a criticism. They said, well, you're a male chauvinist pig because you say you don't make mistakes. Well, absolutely. I'm only on camera at the most once a day.
They call you a male chauvinist pig?
They call me a male chauvinist pig because I only put up the goofs from you and you say that you don't have any, which is why you don't put them up. She's on camera 6 to 7 times a day with no script. I'm on camera at the most once a day, other than these things which are stand-up piece, which we cut from. I can't make a mistake because I'm doing comments on the headlines of the day, which whatever I say is right. But see, what happens is she does so many different things that she forgets which character she's supposed to be in or what she's introducing.
The other part is I naturally do things, a lot of things, I'm just a little goofy on some things. Anyway, so
it's not being, when I say I don't make mistakes, it's because I'm not in a position where I can make a mistake. If I was
that's true. See, part of it, that part is true, because when you say I don't make mistakes, it sounds arrogant. But when you think about it in context,
I can't make a mistake because everything that I do is commentary. No matter what I say, even if it's wrong, it doesn't make any difference.
It's just that viewpoint.
That's right, because I will. And I will, and then they say with a Monty Bubblism, it looks like you stutter at times. Well, no, it's because I will change the Monty Bubblism from what was written to something that's more relevant to what I've just commented on. And that's when I'm stuttering. I'm not making an error, folks. That's not what it is. I'm changing in my head.
He's changing midway.
Midway, right? As she says it, and then I'll stop. And they said, well, there he is making an error, and he's not telling people about it. No, I'm sitting there trying to rewrite what I've said to something else. But that Monty Bubblism will eventually get used somewhere else. But there are a lot of times that, like I said, something that she says triggers something that makes me think of something, Mark Twain thing that is more relevant to what we were doing than what I said. Because a lot of Monty Bubblism sometimes are definitely not relevant to the news. I really don't know what's going to be asked until I'm asked. Yep. So therefore, Monty Bubblism is written sometimes the day before. And it was relevant today, but today, like when we're doing, today is a Gates Gate. And basically the Monty Bubblism ended up as Gates Gate instead of what, before. But our problem, like I said, we're really screwed if we can't get our videos out.
Well, and part of it is we're not the only ones, because there's a lot of companies that do viral videos.
Oh, yeah. We're talking, tomorrow we're going to the Spike, we're not going to Comedy Central, roast of Joan Rivers. Everybody to our left depends upon viral video on the internet. And they don't have the bandwidth available to put their stuff up, like needs to be done. So, if you're going to end up turning everything back into the 30-second thing like you do on the television, basically, it negates the reason for having people from the internet there, because you might as well just do the news people.
Well, they don't even have news people that cover those.
No.
You might as well just do recorded messages.
Yeah. But you also got to remember, who is it that said the internet is dead?
Oh, yeah.
The media giants. So they would eradicate us if they possibly could. But see, the trick is that what are we?
We're here yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Because we're the internet.
We're the internet. We know the secret of the internet. It is the largest library in the history of mankind. Once you put something on the internet, it doesn't make any difference how hard you try to take it off. It will be there somewhere forever. And that, folks, is the secret of how to make money. It is forever. You do one advertisement, it may not look like it's doing anything today, but the thing you put up
compounding interest.
The thing you put up yesterday is there today, and it is there tomorrow.
It is compounding interest.
Yeah, and what you put up, tomorrow will be there yesterday. So it is there. It is the cheapest form of advertisement you could ever do, and you just have to understand that front loading is not the way to go on the internet. It's all archived. So our next rant and rave, this is Oldecam.
This is Notaspringchick. We're here yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And for more information, you can always go to
www.montybubble.net on the net.
Or come join us, or follow us. Actually, just follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter, and we'll keep you apprised of what's going on with our videos on MSN that are now being moved if we can. So.
And thank you once again for over 20 million links on the internet.